All right, we are here. Thank you so much for joining me again as I'm just logging into the stream and figuring this all out. You are now rocking with the best recap show, period. And we're going to go over everything today, including that major move upside, complete reversal in the NASDAQ. We started off with a little bearish activity and then just kept on climbing the rest of the day. Oops. That's right. Oh, okay. Those aren't my topics. I forgot to do them. So unless someone wants to go do the rundown, you can go do it, but I don't have it right now. All right, so we might have to, we could just use those. I don't know. It's fine. The same stuff as I always have, like sector recap, trader for the guest, Sean's tweets, stuff like that. No, it's not going to be good over there, guys. Anyways, okay, welcome. Starting off to a rough start. Right, this is the problem. You know, we talk about this all the time. We're just a small operation, although it seems pretty large around here sometimes. I will update that. Brendan's doing it right now. Yeah, just trader talk. Trader talk, sector recap, and then maybe the second one about NVIDIA. Okay, so today, okay, yes, I'm actually logging into my software. Good, all right, so everything's sort of coming together right now. All right, UNG today, worries about, let's click on this and just look at UNG on the weekly. It's a huge move back up to the upside right here. Let's go over and check out a day chart. UNG today, nope, we don't need to update our layout, that's fine. Wicked move back up to the daily average here of the 200 period, so 665. I would say if you had any kind of a profit on this name, you may want to look at that. Hard to pick the bottoms, but you get right back up to the 200 period moving average. The reason why I feel like that's, yeah, man, can't get any better than that. I like it. All right, nice move all the way back up to 660, 664. Look at this. This is why we do the show. I want to thank everybody for joining one more time. The 200 period MA. Right, we hit it up here at $8. We hit it again at 750. Do not make the mistake right there. Could come back in again, right? Watch out for that move. Like if you were logged here at 660, right? Boom. Now, this is kind of like a cup and handle. So look, everybody that bought here, right, got flushed out right now. Now they're starting to get back out and they're like, thank God we're out for flat. They're so happy to finally, anybody bought into this area right here on UNG. This is teaching here, right? They're probably getting out. Watch out for UNG to retrace back down in. Not to say it can't work, but that's the formation now you're looking for. Look at this. Here's the cup. Here's the handle, right? Gonna dip back in, possibly. It's a good setup. I like the way that looks. IWM, as the Russell pulls back today, down 0.89. Look for relative weakness. Small cap names, IWM, Russell 2000, weaker today than everything else. Russell down 0.1. The NASDAQ saves the day today. What a great move it was. We talked about earlier, we had our spidey senses open for the long. We only had longs in the morning. We'll talk about NVIDIA. It's on the board. Trade recap, we'll do that. We'll flip those up with Raider. That's okay. We'll do that. We'll do NVIDIA, then we'll do Raider. But NVIDIA, good move up. But look at the NASDAQ. Started to go to the downside here today, then bounced. Where did we bounce off of? 401. Okay, yesterday's level held earlier. So for tomorrow, let's look to see if we can get a 405 hold or so for the NASDAQ. I really think this is a good possibility. We had that dip earlier on. Now we will wait until January 31st. What do we have coming up on Friday, CPI? Thursday coming. Perfect. We're going to get it earlier. Thursday, we'll find out where the cues are going to go from there. Do we take out all-time highs again up to 414? I say yes. The thing about it is, if we get a better number on Thursday and the market rallies, what do the Fed really need to do? That's the reason why I think this dot plot could change. Why has the market priced in 6 rate decreases? Could be a little heavy on that front. We will find out. Oh my gosh, do I not have, where is tonight's thing? Okay, hold on, I gotta reload our stream here because I wanna see how many people are rocking with us right now. The afternoon show. We have over 2,700 tuned in right now. Over 600 likes. Let's get it going, guys. Let's get it more to the upside. Who's here with me, man? It's Mikhail. It's Bears versus Bulls. Have a good evening, BKM trader. Where are you going, my guy? We've got a big show ahead of us right now. Yo, it's Ian David. It's Neil MacArthur. What's up? What's up to D-Loaf? Hey, we're in a good mood. What's up to everybody? Did you know that we had the bottom and the top today of a couple different names, including NVIDIA and AMD? Do you want to talk about that? What's up to Rich Naples? What's up to Tom's Trades? Softy, high of day. We love Softy. D-Loaf, he ain't ever going to leave, baby. Thank you, D-Loaf. I like that. I like that. Pierre, I don't see you before. Bonjour from Naples, Florida. You're speaking French in Naples, Florida, my guy? I like it, man. Hey, you know what those guys are called, Brendo? They're called snowbirds. What's up, my guy? I hope I can join you over there as well. What's up, Randall? Hey, man, I'm going to be a snowbird by the time I'm 50. How about that? This show, the Market Recap Show, only has 6 more years in it. Okay, because I'm out of here at 50. Bob Stewart, what's up? Tops and bottom, Jim Gordon. Okay, you want to talk about some tops and bottoms? Let's, oh, first of all, I ain't minimizing that chat. No way. Let me put this chat over here. I got to see who's with us right now. What's up, Mr. Love Shack? Hey, man, it's a Love Shack. And it's the B-52s, baby, and it's Mr. Love Shack is in the building. Shout out to my lovely mother who was like a huge fan of the B-52s and Love Shack. And that song was like part of everything for me growing up. You don't think we have the tops and bottoms? Well, you're right. We do not have the top or the bottom. Well, we have the bottom. Look at all these bottom picks. This was a sticky note trade brought to you by yours truly. Check this out, what we put on the sticky note today. And if you're just joining for the first time and you're like, why the hell does this guy keep talking about sticky note? Because it's the best resource right now on the web. And guess what? It's free for now. And maybe forever. NVIDIA long 520. Look to stay long. Why for a key area? Look at this. Wait to see it. If we can find a base, then hammer time. Shout out to MC Hammer. Hopefully you don't have those hammer pants on. This is exactly what we did. And unfortunately, we have all these wicks. But look at this. Did we ever base out there at 518? Look at the longs we have. We have to the chart. Thank you. 518, they're working on Raider Trader. I see. Can I borrow? Can I take this screen? I got to see this guy if he's here. What we're going to be talking about soon. Okay, so there's NVIDIA right now at 518, 520. Look where we got out. There's the last print, 539. But look at the drop down in NVIDIA. The minute we took 540 in the 50-period moving average, it was an easy one. Hey, if you got $19 in your pocket per share, might be worth taking. Look at this trade also, AMD. And again, it's all about this. It's all about that base, right? Follow your plan. Take the long names, NVIDIA and AMD. Neil highlighted earlier, there was weakness and darkness in a lot of these other stocks. We had the very bottom of this, and this is the one that we had top on. Look at that, man. 149.70 as our out. Sure, we get to as high as 149.86. But we were long down here at 146, 145. That's another three bagger on that one. Three bagger normally means times 3, but it wasn't. $3 on that play. Just reviewing some of these trades today as we don't have too many earnings to come through at all. At the end of the day, we shorted Coinbase. That trade did not work out. Well, it was fine. I mean, it's fine. It went back and forth. We had to get out on those stupid imbalances, and look what happens. Now we come right back in. I believe Coinbase is finite. Like this short right here, this is really where the short should have happened. I got a little bit greedy and waited for that bottom wick. We should have shorted 152.70. If we did that, that's $1.30 worth of a trade. And anybody that's rocking with me right now, and you probably haven't talked for 6 straight hours, or I did have a break in between. Regardless, it's Hydration Nation. Take a sip. Not to be complaining, but I haven't seen... Hey, guys. What's up? I see Raider Trader over there. My guy's not in a suit today. I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. What happened today? A little bit of a rough day out there in the markets, my guy? No, we're just playing around. All right. Need to trademark the sticky note. You may be right, Mr. Westermeyer. We could be doing that. And actually, shout out to Fabian. We do normally have a trademark on that sticky note. So we do already have that good idea. All right, just real quickly, guys, back to some sector strength here. Let's just look at some quick sectors. Okay, gold today flat. I don't know if gold's going to work in this environment. If we continue to sort of wonder about what the Fed's going to do, I feel like keep your sort of cards close on gold. I think it's fine for a hedge. I've never been a believer in investing in gold. Doesn't move enough for a guy like this. OIH today, Oil, downside. Look at OIH, looking to break lower here. This is very, very dangerous. Oil services. We had yesterday, we had Mr. Michael Noss. He liked Valero. He thought Valero was kind of coiling up here with the potential to break. Look out for Valero back up to the upside. It's the retail sector today as well, down 1%. Still real healthy on the daily chart. I feel like there's a lot of names that could slip up. I know Sharif and Neil have been talking about long XLF. For me, I feel like the trade is missed, and we have big, big events coming on Friday. That's what it was. That was another note I wanted to talk about. Bank earnings, they're on deck right now, coming out on Friday. You've seen a 40% move in Citigroup. Like, let's just look at this chart. Is this what Citigroup should be doing? Really, from the October lows of $38, right up to $55, this seems way too aggressive. They're gonna have to smoke earnings. Like if I owned this stock and they did not take out $55 on their report on Friday, it's a sell the news event, baby. I think earnings is downside on all of these names. JP Morgan, just prove it. That's all. It's shut up and prove it in the financial sector. It's a monster move up. Congratulations. We had a complete turnabout face with Jerome Powell. Oh, by the way, I don't have it on here. Can Powell give me a call right now? Let's see if he can do that, because we do not have this bottom coming out too often. Now we have a top. Let me just expand quickly on the weekly call, just real quickly on this. Let's see where we are. Looky what we see right here. Are we topping out on a weekly or what? On JP Morgan, be very, very careful. Look at XLF, not there quite yet. Could find some relative value in XLF if you so choose. There he is right now. Jerome. What a tease, what a tease. All right, SMH possibly falling down as well, man. The semis, this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a move back into this level so we can buy more. The last time we bought this was this dip buy opportunity in SMH, down to 137 and change. That's what we bought last time. That's what we're buying right now. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that's joining us right now live. We are now streaming live on Twitter. So we're everywhere, baby. Here we go. This handsome gentleman about to join me very, very soon. It's Raider Trader. I don't see the stream live on Twitter. I'm just going to assume that we are. Take my word for it right now. Okay, UNG, XLP, and the NASDAQ. What else do we want to talk about? What about the relative weakness in the SPY? Today, the spiders fall down a bit. Maybe XLI, what are industrials up to? Industrials falling again a little bit. But again, every single market pretty much worldwide beside China, Bitcoin ETFs are just been approved. We just heard that from Brendo. BITO maybe. But again, which Bitcoin ETFs? Look at this. There we go. We know exactly where to go. It's BITO making that move up to the upside. This is the ProShares strategy. Bitcoin ETF is off to the races right now. So there you go. You get it live right now. Let's check out the biggest and the baddest of them all. What is Macy's doing? Macy's. We're going to go to Mara. There it goes. Mara with a nice upside move. Now remember, guys, come over to me. I want to talk to the people one-to-one here. Just because the Bitcoin ETF or ETFs, if you ever hear about the number, I think there was 12 applications. We'll find out how many got approved. I don't know why this would rally Mara, for example. Blanket. Okay, so they're approving the idea. We'll wait to hear more names as Brendan's digging here. As traders stay late, and Brendan's here as well. So we thank you for that as we get more news. Oh, this show is brought to you by Benzinga Pro. Why not go over here? Here's a story right here. Hey, who's this handsome gentleman right now? Gary. What's up, Gary? SEC posts right there. There it is, Bitcoin with the pop right now as well. If they can go to that screen, that'd be great. Here's Bitcoin. Actually, I have it right now. There it is right here. I got it, Brendo. Bitcoin 47 and change, starting to rip up to the upside. Bitcoin starting to go. We'll hear, hey, Raider Trader, if you're listening, let's get an opinion on Bitcoin if you have one. Nice move up to the upside. All the young kids trade crypto, right? We'll see about this guy. Nice move, 47.5, starting to go back up to the upside. Let's read the exact quote. SEC grants approval for Bitcoin ETFs listing on all registered national securities exchanges. The approved Bitcoin ETFs will be subject to ongoing surveillance. Please and thank you for that one, and compliance measures to ensure continued investors' protection. So there it is right now. We finally got it. It's all good, baby, baby, as we get ready to do that. Maybe we'll tweet it out right there. Let's post that right now, and we'll tweet that out so everybody watching can see it. It is now approved, and if you didn't know what Gary Gensler looks like, there it is right there. So a nice pop-up. You want to say something, or? Okay, so here's the Bitcoin chart again. We're going to call up on our friend in just a second here, but that's kind of late breaking news there. It's the Bitcoin ETF. Look at Mara. Hey, I just said, I don't know if this is good news for Mara or not. Here's the Bitcoin chart. You're seeing there a nice top tick of 48,000. Bring it back down to 47,000. All right, if we're ready, I'm ready. Are we ready? He gone. He back. We're ready. If we can get an okay from him, is it good to go, Ramin? It's Trader Talk.
Sean.
We're back, baby. Thank you for joining me on late notice today. And that's one thing that
absolutely,
I really have to respect that from you, man. I hit you up late. We had Brian Shannon. He was unable to come today, so I want to say thank you for that. And I'm trying to find a regular spot for you, so let's work on that as we go. Bitcoin and Coinbase. Earlier on today, guys, come over to my, I don't want to throw away from you. I just want to show Coinbase just real quickly. There's Coinbase to the downside. Your boy said we're shorting Coinbase. Bye-bye Coinbase. See you later. 156 down to 148. We're on one again, Raider Trader. There we go to the downside, and there goes Bitcoin cranking lower. Let me talk to this guy. All right, Andrew. What do we think about this? I sort of thought this could be a sell the news kind of event. It looks like that's happening right now to Bitcoin. You in anything here?
So as far as the cryptos and Bitcoin, so there's rumor on the street, and this is maybe a trust me, bro, maybe a not. But rumor on the street around the the little small talks is that coin is going to be added to the S&P 500 this year. Now, you didn't hear that from me, but if that is true, is the question of how much would that go up. Now, for me, with the crypto and the ETFs and stuff, there's a lot of hype around them, but ultimately, I think what's going to drive a growth in that industry is regulation from the government. I think if you're a firm, there's no reason why you're telling clients to invest large sums of money into, or even taking bets, whether derivatives or not, into the crypto market. So for me, honestly, crypto's kind of washed until the government gets involved. I know people don't like that, but it's needed for the security and growth of the industry. So I'm not touching crypto personally, but there's your Coinbase news for the day. So.
All right, I have something to tell you, bro. Do not trust that source, because I'll tell you, no, I'll tell you why. Because you cannot be added to the S&P 500. This is all about education. You cannot be added to the S&P 500 until you have 5 straight quarters of EPS profitability. You know how many quarters they've had in a row?
Hey,
0.
It might happen. It might happen.
It might happen. They'd have to break the rules of the Constitution.
Hey, they said a Bitcoin ETF wouldn't happen. They said a crypto one wouldn't happen, man.
Aggressive call, aggressive call. Okay, what a great move, man. NVIDIA, AMD, man, these stocks continue to be super, super hot. Like, I don't know if you were in any of those names today. Maybe you could discuss if there was a trade that you had on or something that's setting up that you possibly like, because we've been nailing, man. We had 500 long yesterday in NVIDIA. We only took 12.50. Today we got $20 on it from the long at 520. Continues to work. It's NVIDIA. I wonder if some steam's coming out of this name. I don't know if you have any opinions on this, but what can you tell us about maybe some of these chip names? What are your thoughts as we head into the January 31st Fed meeting?
Sure. So as far as the chip names, personally, what I'm looking at now, I do read the option flow a lot. It's a strategy I have, a way of analysis. It's very complex, and then the way I was taught it. But if you want to share my screen right now,
sure.
This was a trade that I saw coming in today. Now, obviously, this is a very volatile market. We're going to talk about that in a second. But as far as when you're reading option flow, you want to look at certain orders that are very intelligent. And this one right here was essentially a double leverage trade to the somewhat of a spread. And what he's trying to do here is basically he's betting on the downside. And so when you see something like this, it is a sympathy trade. It is a scapegoat. It is a, I want to short this because I don't want to short these other names. And so he's going for MRVL. So I actually followed him. So over the next few weeks, 2 weeks or so, I got contracts for these. I am actually short semis. But going into that, with that said, I'm not going to touch NVIDIA. I'm not going to touch AMD. And I believe this trader is doing the same thing. So that's what I did. I did not grab the exact same contracts as this guy, but it is a way of analysis in betting mechanically what these guys are trying to bet on, and seeing these other orders come in, because there is a mechanical response to them, both from the balancing side of market making and all that complicated stuff, but also, catching other strategies. But yeah, that's as far as semis. I wouldn't short Nvidia. I think that thing is still in distribution, and does it have another $100 in it? Probably not. But yeah, it's not a touch for me right now.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was actually talking about potentially getting out of some of the NVIDIA longs that we had, even in our long-term portfolio, just to see about getting a better price. I mean, sometimes when you get these parabolic moves to the upside, it's worth getting at. And I don't even know if we've gone parabolic yet, man. I mean, there's still a lot to happen here. And I do like the shorting the weaker names, right? Find a name that's maybe not performing as well. I like that Marvell, and we'll wait for earnings on that one as well. Okay, you talked about a complicated strategy with options. Is that generally where you'll make your trades, is with options, or do you ever look and hold any equity, maybe hedging yourself against some of these plays, or do you just straight look at option plays like the one you just gave us?
So as far as like my strategy and the way I was taught, derivatives are the most powerful assets in the world, from an informational standpoint and a leverage standpoint. So what I mean by that is, if you learn the options market and you learn how to read it properly, option flow, chain imbalances, and many of you might not know what this is, but market makers balance the markets based off derivatives. It used to be that derivatives were just a product of the equity markets. But nowadays, with how powerful derivatives are getting and how frequently they're traded, markets are balancing the equity markets around the derivative markets because of the leverage. And so knowing how to do that, you can position correctly and catch some really, really good trades. And that's kind of last year, if you remember me on here talking about the October 350 bottom, that was all based off of the put walls and them stacking the extremely high open interest levels off of those. So it's as simple as that, going through, seeing what that is. There's a lot more depth to it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I do that a lot. No equity trading with that, just following with my own contracts, different contracts, and seeing where I can play around these guys.
All right, I'm on the other side now. Normally it's the other way around. This is really trippy to me on the live stream right now, as these guys are getting pretty creative coming through again. Okay, look, we had a trust me bro moment with that bottom that you just talked about there. You came on a week ago or 2 weeks ago and talked about potentially something happening heading into or after the January 31st rate announcement. Okay? So there's been some questions about what exactly is this kid talking about. I'm going to give you, if you want to, if you want to sort of explain what your rationale is and maybe what you're looking for. And again, you don't have to be right. I mean, what we're doing in trading is we're trying to stack the odds in our favor, understand why we like something and what the reasoning is behind it. So I'm going to open it up, and we do share screens, so if anytime, it'll be right there. I see you have it all marked up, so I'm going to give you the floor to explain. And by the way, guys, I agree with this gentleman. I think we could have a little downside move, but let's explain why, Raider.
All right, so first of all, as we talk about coming into the expectations of this year, I have taken an 80% bearish and 20% bullish spread. Now, what that means is I'm just basically 80% short and I'm going 20% long of that 2 hedge. Now, what that means is I'm taking a balanced position because I want to get a good entry. You don't just take a raw, naked position, as they call it. Don't get naked on stream. It's not a good idea. But you don't want to do that coming into something, because it helps you with your entry. It gives you some slack. But essentially what this year is going, now, whether it is, whether it turns out to be a Fed event, like I said, with them surprisingly, raising or even keeping it higher for longer, the seasonals tell us that events happen around this time. Silicon Valley Bank, all these things happen due to a seasonal event. Now, can you see this right here? I think you can, right? Okay, so if I show you this right here, which is a screenshot of the seasonals provided by Season AX, not sponsored, I just used their platform. Right here, this is the seasonal chart, and you should see, based off of this, that you typically bottom in March. We all know this, bottom in March, October. These are the seasonal periods. If you would have traded this year, you would have done very, very well into late October if you did do that. Now, you remember Silicon Valley Bank. When did they liquidate? Oh, that's convenient. I think it was March of what, 2022? Something like that, February. So these liquidity events happen the same time every year, just about. Now, what they are, how they happen, we don't care. We just want to be positioned as traders. So for me, I'm positioning this week and next past January 19th into March of 15th for 9-10% decline. I think no matter what happens though this year, we are not going to have this crazy market crash like everyone is predicting. We will have a drawdown. And this being a bear year, 2024 being a calendar bear year,
right.
I think the downside trades are going to be the better ones than the upside. Now, does that mean we close green or red? Doesn't matter. What means is the better trades are going to be to the downside with the speed and velocity and the payouts that happen. So that's that. That is the trust me, bro scenario. But if something happens into February, we said after January 19th, don't tell anyone that I told you, but I'll be here with you guys.
Hey man, honestly, Andrew, let's just tell everybody. I mean, whatever, man.
Heck yeah,
man. Let's not keep it a secret. And hey, if you're like me, you want to get credit when you make the right calls. You know what I'm saying? So let's just do that. And we put our money where our mouth is. That's the whole point, right?
That's right.
It's about putting the odds in your favor and forever in your favor. You watch Hunger Games or not really?
Oh, I watched all the movies. Yes.
All right.
And I read
Give me your favorite. What's your favorite movie? What's one of your favorite movies?
So one of my favorite movies actually recently, Oppenheimer, and I really love the Top Gun series. I'm like I love Tom Cruise. The recent one was it was really good.
Tom Cruise, I like that. What about Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible is good. I just think eventually you just got to say, well, if Tom Cruise is in the movie, then how is it not possible, right? So anyway.
I didn't like one of the ones where, I forget, it's more of a drama one where they had to wear those masks. What was that called? You're too.
Masquerade. Okay, but Sean, I have to announce the new nickname for the Mag 7. Yep.
I'm ready.
This year, the Mag 7 is officially going to be called in the Traders Playbook, the Lag 7. Okay. If you're looking for shorts this year, the laggers will be the mega caps. Look at Microsoft, look at Apple. You're already starting to see Apple go. Look to short the mega caps this year. That is going to be a theme, and you guys are going to thank me later. Okay? IWM, do not short small caps. Small caps we expect to actually go climb towards the all-time high this year. But mega caps will be the weaker name. So the Lag 7 are now in town.
I don't mind that. I do not mind that at all. The Lag 7. That's a good one, man. We teased it a little bit. I like it. I thought maybe you're going to throw a couple of them out and say like the Fab 5 or something like that. But we'll go Lag 7. Give me the worst one out of all 7. For me, I would actually tend to lean on Apple, to be honest with you. I just don't see any catalysts there. They're not rebranding the iPhone. It's all the same kind of stuff. For me, it would be Apple. We on the same page with that?
As far as that, I mean, I would love to say I'm going to short Apple, but every financial firm and institution, their mom has the, Warren Buffett and commandments on their desk. Buy Apple, buy Apple, buy Apple. But as far as what I'm going to be looking for, the ones that haven't moved, and I think will continue to do, get the breakdown, are Microsoft, possibly NVIDIA if it does get there. But again, I don't want to touch that, and Amazon. Those are going to be the ones I'm going to be looking at.
Lots on there. All right, Andrew, they can go find you at RaiderTrader101 on Twitter, or on X, I guess we're calling it that. And then, of course, at RaiderTrader on Instagram. The handles are at the bottom. Again, thank you so much for coming through for us. And
I wanted to say, the reason I didn't have a suit on today is I got fired by Raider Trader, so I'm no longer working for him.
Okay. Don't ever wear a suit, man. I mean, let's be casual. Let's be relaxed. You looked fantastic, though.
I got demoted, though. I just wanted to let you know that. He fired me.
Okay, well, if you ever need a job, send me a message, and I'm sure we can figure something out. But again, thank you so much, Andrew, for coming by again, a friend of the family. It's Raider Trader. Ciao, and good luck with everything, my guy.
See you guys.
Thank you. It's Trader Talk. All right, thank you for that, Mr. Andrew. And again, that's the whole point, is that it's always about having conviction. That guy has conviction. Every single person we have on this show is going to be a real trader. That's not true of anywhere else that you see, man. These are going to be people that are going to post their ideas and back them up with more and more facts and just give it to you. I like that seasonal look there. It's Raider Trader. Thank you so much. And someone just said, man, how is this guy tweeting out while interviewing? We're doing it all. That's what we're doing. Coinbase, nice move down with the biggest news of the day. And we just tweeted it out right now again. And that was right here. SEC grants approval for the Bitcoin ETFs, all national registered securities exchanges. So that's there right now. We're going to watch out if that can go. And then I just tweeted Coinbase hit a little bit on this news. Whether or not it's hit, I mean, this is, look, talk about undetermined areas right now. Not some support, not some resistance. We're going to watch out for tomorrow. Hopefully, guys, we can come in tomorrow, have a little bit of negativity, and smash this 147 short, man. Let me just check out what's happening with Mara again. See, look at this. The same indecisiveness happening with Mara right now as well, as that goes back and forth. All right, that's that. What else do you want to talk about? Sean's tweets, let's go real quick, man. Again, a big thank you for Andrew for coming through. Let's go see what this guy was tweeting earlier today. All right, what was I tweeting? Oh, yeah, DJ Khaled, man. Eventually, this guy's going to retweet something, right? But that's another one with AMD bottom to top. Can't do better than that. Let's go on something else. This is interesting to me. Apple lost more than $164 billion in value. Do you know there's not even a company reporting today that's worth more than $20 billion, okay? Apple lost 164 in 3 days to start the day, right? And here we go. They've not, and the whole point is this, is they're not necessarily very good in the first couple days here to start the year, right? So, but by far its largest hit. Now that's just because of scale. You know, like when Apple lost 52 billion in 2016, you know, that was probably more than what it was doing right now at 164. But I just want to show you, it's been known to do this. Let's not get too crazy about all this. And right now, this is another thing that I thought was pretty interesting. Apple and Microsoft, the value's getting closer, both under 3 trillion now, as we get really close to match up right now, Apple and Microsoft. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. That was one of my tweets. The other tweet that you can go find out this, and guess what I responded to this? Patience pays, literally. Warren Buffett's longest held stocks. Fabian, where is it? Oh, it's only Ramin. Never ask a lady how old she is. Apple, Coca-Cola, 35 years this dude's held it for. When I was 7, Warren Buffett, for 45, 7, oh no. When I was 9, damn, I'm too old. Warren Buffett started buying Coca-Cola. He's holding American Express for 32 damn years. Apple, why don't I see Apple on here? Apple, 7 years. I guess that's not that long. I thought that must be a misprint. He's held Apple for longer than 7 years, no? Anyway, 7, 8, it just goes to show you. I just thought this was really important because on today, the big thing that helped me out here was this word right here. Patient, when I'm not a... I hate this word because it's like I feel like I'm a patient in a hospital, but it's about being patient and have patience, you see, right there. But being patient today with NVIDIA. All right, man, whenever it's past time, I get those evil stares, and we got to get ready to rock and roll. So what else do you have to talk about? Roll call. Let's do that real quick. I ain't going to fail on anybody. It's roll call. Look, man, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you do follow me at TraderTV Sean. I'm doing this for you. You know, I think maybe we'll rotate. Maybe we can go a week me, a week Neil, something like that. If you guys want to, I think we could probably work out that. Let me know if you like that. What's up, Benton? SEC Twitter account has been hacked. Okay, so watch out for that. Thank you, Benton. Good heads up. So watch out for that. Unless they're talking about the Bitcoin ETF. I mean, I can just double check that. Let me just go over here quickly to see if that is something there. Yeah, I don't. So here's Benzinga. SEC was compromised. Tweet was posted. The SEC. Oh. Okay, let's tweet this out. You are correct. The SEC government Twitter account. Thanks, Brendo. Fake, yeah, Brendan confirming. Brendan's working overtime as well. Oh, damn, okay, well, all that analysis about Coinbase going to the downside, it don't matter, man. We know I mean, look, I just think Coinbase goes down regardless, but thank you so much for that. It is hard to do this live. I'm interviewing, nothing in the ear, but thank you so much for that. I'm glad I noticed that. That's on me, but you know, that's why we're doing this live. Bitcoin right now as well, making the move to the downside. So, okay, thank you so much. Great show as usual. Thank you, Dr. Strange. Thank you, Bob W. Yeah, finally, I apologize. Unfortunately, unless someone can get that to me a little bit earlier, I can't see it. I'm doing too much. But anyways, never mind. Buy the rumor. Yeah, exactly. So we'll just wait for it. The market is manipulated. We all know that. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, guys, again. I want to give a big shout out to Andrew Rader, man. He came on very, very late notice. I want to thank you for that. And we still had a great segment. So look, today was a wild day. All I can say to everybody is thank you so much. Make sure you check out the sticky note every single day, as we're just going to have more and more ideas for you. And look, man, everybody's staying late. We still have over 2,000 watching. That's incredible. I just want to thank everybody for that. It really means a lot to me and to everybody here at Trader TV Live that you have continued to support the channel. You're supporting the podcast. You're supporting the recap show. We have a great educational segment happening every single day at 11. I really care. We all care a lot about this business. And if you're a trader, you're now rocking with the best show. It's Trader TV Live. I want to thank everybody for continuing to support it. So thank you to Ramin for staying late. Thank you to everybody. I'm sorry I didn't have that Bitcoin information a little bit earlier. I'll do better. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Ciao.